Okay, what is up, gang? Andy here, Biohazard Declassified as always. Hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back in to the final stream of 2024. This is crazy, man. It's absolutely gone crazy. This last year, just tons of things I've achieved in my personal and, of course, as part of Biohazard Declassified. It truly has been an amazing year, a different year. There's definitely been things that I've wanted to do more of, which I couldn't due to time constraints and all that sort of thing. But I'm happy with how 2024 went. Obviously, the absolute highlight of the year has to be the Keeper's Diary of Biohazard story, the first ever crowdfunded Resident Evil fan film, like to that scale, ever achieved. Cannot believe how well it done. So I just realised my microphone has been turned down because I'm an idiot. There we go. But yeah, I cannot believe that went off as well as it did, and we got tons of support behind it. Again, I think it was like $50,000 or something like that. We achieved on the 40,000 goal. It come out back in June, which feels like absolutely forever ago. And bear in mind, we shot this film back in October, so absolutely super thrilled with how that come out. I definitely want to do more fan films. I wanted to do more this year, but man, it's just life is so busy at the moment. You know, I'm working full time. I'm doing a master's degree. I'm a dad as well, and it's crazy. It really is crazy. But so I'm actually shocked that what I'm trying to say is I'm shocked I've actually done as much as I have this year, bearing in mind everything that's happened. So. Am I coming to the meetup on the 18th? What meetup on the 18th? Probably not. Is that on a Sunday? This is news to me. I have no idea about this. Hey, Oyo Savaloy, how's it going? We are going to be playing Resident Evil 2. If it's in Discord, I'm really in Discord, so I might need to click in and figure out what's going on there. 2 seconds, gang. Just want to check this is all coming through okay. But yeah, initially, I hope everybody's had a good start to the new year. I mean, I cannot wait to see what 2025 is going to hold. I've got a ton of new projects that I'm working on through the Residents of Evil, through the Horror Game Awards, and of course Biohazard Declassified. I really want to hit the ground running in kind of first week back, really, and just start punching out content. We have had a bit of a lull period, to be honest, in certainly the Resident Evil space, just because there hasn't been a Resident Evil game that's come out. So when there's not a Resident Evil game that comes out, it's very hard to make diverse content because you're kind of relying on games that are already out. But when there is a hard and fast Resident Evil release, that's when it's like all systems go for like analysis and breaking down trailers. That's what I really want to do more of. There should be a Resident Evil release in 2025 of some kind, whether that's a film or a game. I'm hoping there's something in 2025 because there's no better feeling than and again, like I felt like 2019 you had Resident Evil 2 remake, 2020 you had Resident Evil 3 remake, 2021 you had Village, 2022 you had some DLC from Village and Reverse. Then of course 2023 was it really 2023? Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was 2023. Man, all these years are just like congealing into one. It's crazy. Yeah, so 2023 was Resident Evil 4. No, it wasn't. That was 2022. Dude, I am losing my mind. Give me one moment. All these years just are blending into one. Yeah, it was 2023. And 2024, this year. What? This year, we didn't have a release at all, like of any Resident Evil content. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping 2025 they've kind of sandbagged anything releasing in 2024 with the intention is going to release in 2025. So, with all that being said, I'm hoping I really want to do some more like analysis videos. like breaking down trailers, bringing the community in to kind of voice your thoughts and all of that fun stuff. Like that's where back in like 2020, 2021 with Village, I was really, really on it for. Like we was doing trailer breakdowns, we was doing like just hype streams, and everyone was sharing their thoughts. I was throwing everybody up on the screen. It was awesome, absolutely fantastic. So I'm hoping 2025 is the year that we can finally say yes, a Resident Evil game is coming, and it's coming hard, and it's going to be like International Fight Week for UFC, you know, just balls to the wall content, streams, and that analysis videos, etc. Another kind of New Year's resolution. So there's a couple of New Year's resolutions I want to do. Couple of New Year's resolutions I want to do. So the first one, I will come to you in just a second, TJ. Thank you very much initially. I will come back to you. First thing I want to do, first New Year's resolution of 2025, let's start getting this YouTube channel up and running, because I've produced some pretty good videos the last couple of months in 2024. Just need to be a little bit more consistent. There is something there, and I just need to really focus and build it. So maybe we take one day off of streaming just to give me a little bit more time so I can focus on, say, Resident Evil and Silent Hill streams, and then the weekend or the Sunday we prioritize making YouTube content, etc. I think that would really, really work. And again, it just eases up my schedule, because it can get quite crazy sometimes. So initially, let's start punching out some serious content on YouTube, whether that be analysis videos, original content. I do have Biohazard stories, which is coming up. Really, really happy with how that's going. I will kind of, when that comes out, I'll hype that closer to the time. If you don't know what Biohazard stories is, it's like a 2 to 3 minute original content that Matt Pataccio and myself and a couple of other amazing collaborators in the Resident Evil space have put together, effectively telling original stories in the Resident Evil space. I'm not going to be crowdfunding a film every couple of months. So the best kind of original content that I want to do is through Biohazard stories. I'm super looking forward to showing that off. I cannot tell you. I want to show you, but I probably shouldn't. Oh man, I am Biohazard Declassified after all. Give me a second. I'm going to play some audio, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of images that my good friend, Sean, who done Carrier 1998, Sean Meyer, absolute fantastic illustrator, he's been working on. And I'm going to show you a voice clip from an upcoming Biohazard story. So you're getting a super exclusive here. You know me, I've absolutely leaky mouth. Dude, I can't wait to show you this. Let me see if I can pull this up. This isn't final, by the way. There's a lot of stuff I have to... Hang on. There's a lot of stuff I've got to do in the back end, but you're gonna hear some awesome shit. So...
Mission log. First entry. Could they have made it any easier? My gear is packed, and I prepare for departure at sundown. This is for my fallen comrades. These fools will regret the day they tried to cheat Umbrella. And this time ticks down for them. Do they have any idea what approach is? Because my mission begins now, and soon they will all learn. They cannot escape the Grim Reaper. They cannot cheat Mr. Death.
Oh boy. Yeah. So we got a whole monologue from Hunk. Again, if you follow me a lot on social media, you'll see that I've posted about voice actors and that sort of thing. That's kind of a very, very small look into what I am working on. That's just some audio. Then I've got, let me see if I can pull up an image that Sean has sent me. Again, I don't want to show off too much because it ruined the surprise. But one moment. Again, man, Sean is just a ridiculous illustrator. I'm just gonna, this is gonna be like super gorilla, so apologies. I'm literally just gonna share my screen. Hoping you guys can see that. Oh, that's me. I'm just gonna quickly show it off. Look at this, bro, come on. You can't even see my my reaction to this, but oh boy, you guys are in for. This is all original like art. This isn't like from a game or anything like that. Obviously, it's referenced in the game, but that's like original art made for Biohazard stories by my good friend Sean. So I've kind of spoiled 2 Biohazard stories there of potentially what's coming up, and let me tell you, this one's going to be really, really special because there's someone who's going to be doing the voice acting. That is very, very special. And I'm super looking forward to showing that off in due course. There's just a bunch of additional art I need to put together for it and a couple of back end stuff. And yeah, I'm hoping at least by the end of January, we'll have the first Biohazard story put together. And that's going to be around this one. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely, absolutely awesome. And again, if you have got any voice acting experience and you'd like to take part, it is a collaborative project. You can absolutely audition for roles. Obviously, I can't guarantee everybody's going to get something, but you can certainly audition for roles. Or if you've got any like technical capabilities you want to offer, certainly it's a collaborative project. That's all going to go down at the end of January. That's when we're going to be punching the first Biohazard story out. I want to do like at least once a month. I think that would be really nice. If I can do one Biohazard story a month, as well as all the other bits and pieces I've got rolling through, I think we're on to a really nice content stream. And this, by the way, is without any Resident Evil games dropping. So we've got Wednesdays is going to be Resident Evil retrospective, as we've been doing. We're currently on Resident Evil Outbreak. We took a mild hiatus. Back end of this year has been a complete mess due to illnesses and masters deadlines. It's been absolutely crazy. So now we're back on our feet and we've basically got a clear schedule heading into 2025. Wednesdays, Resident Evil retrospective. Let's get Resident Evil Outbreak finished. Move on to File 2. I've started Silent Hill 2 Remake last week. Looking forward to continuing that. That's a couple of weeks ago I started Silent Hill 2. Looking forward to getting more into depth on that every Friday. And as I said, in between that, we're going to be chucking videos up left, right, and centre about just general content on the Biohazard Declassified YouTube page. None of this, by the way, none of this counts. I need to actually disable that Nightbot because that is done now. That giveaway. Sorry, gang. Do not register for that giveaway. It got completed last week. But yeah, none of this counts the stuff that we're working on for the Residents of Evil. And oh my word, I've been working on an absolute banger for months. Just waiting for a couple of dates to be tied up so I can officially get the ball rolling on that. That's going to be going down in February. It's probably the video drop in March time. This is a professional video with real life firearms, and I can't reveal much more than that. It's going to be in the UK. It's with a massive kind of firearms YouTube channel, if you could call them that. And the video is going to be dropping on the Residents of Evil. I've been working on the back end, producing it, putting it together with Andrew Sorlo. I've kind of started to assemble a bit of a team around it, like a production team, with the intention we're going to be shooting midpoint February. None of this is going to count Resident Evil Resurrection, which is going to be coming out, or certainly crowdfunded, back end of, or either spring or back end of next year. Like, dude, there is so much going on next year. That's not counting a release coming up. So, yeah, whew. Andy, take a breath. Take a breath. By the way, I didn't think I was going to be live tonight. Having a child, everyone goes to bed early. I don't go to bed early. So I thought, I'll tell you what, I'll jump on with the gang. Listen, everybody's been so good to me. I've had people with me, people have been alongside me for like 3 or 4 years now, which I'm really, really grateful for. Streams can be quite few and far between depending on schedule. So I'm always grateful everybody making time for me, because it's not always the most consistent schedule. I am trying to work on that. It is getting more increasingly difficult, obviously being a dad and having IRL responsibilities. But honestly, gang, I really appreciate everybody that takes the time to check my streams out, to enjoy my streams, to just talk Resident Evil, spend some time with us, to watch some of the films we've put together. Because, you know, 5-6 years ago, I had zero platform at all. Like, I would go live just playing Resident Evil 2 and I'd get like 1 viewer. Then I started Biohazard Declassified in 2019 and it was kind of good growth in the first year, exploded during COVID. And within that 5 years, we're making fan films, we're making original content, we're collabing with other creators, you know, collaborating with the Residents of Evil, the largest dedicated Resident Evil content creation page. No one else gets that opportunity. So it's certainly an opportunity I don't take lightly, and I'm just grateful for the amazing journey that I've been through the last 5 years and how, you know, some of the amazing people I've met online and of course in person. Like I remember going to Insomnia a couple of years ago and like so many people come up to me, it's like, oh, Andy Biohazard, I watch your shit all the time. And it was just, I was like, hey, who are you? Because I'm just used to aliases, you know, and like names, not actual profiles. So or IRL stuff. So I was like, hey man, how are you? Yeah, great to finally meet up. And everybody's been so cool. I've had such a blessed experience online, and I intend to continue that in 2025 and really just smash some serious content. Oh man, take a breath. Does anybody else have any New Year's resolutions? Jump in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. I've absolutely rabbited for the last like 10 minutes now. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. We are live, remember guys, on 3 different platforms tonight: YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. I'm taking advantage of the new stream elements, Multistream. Shout out AK Black and Red, who is an absolute trooper. Phil Dickens helped me set all this up in the back end because it's been a funny journey getting it all set up. But yeah, huge shout out to Phil for that, and it looks fantastic. I've got all the windows here. It looks amazing. By the way, huge shout out to TJC's joining our YouTube membership. That's really appreciated, man. Thank you for making the transition to the YouTube. He says, bro, I remember on Facebook your first 500 viewer stream. That was awesome. Tried to get a screenshot of that, but it didn't work out too well. Well, I appreciate you, man. Man, Facebook gaming is completely in a different place than it was 4 or 5 years ago. Like, holy shit, like Facebook gaming was just where it was at, like just mental streams, man. Absolutely mental streams. I started to get a little bit of that on TikTok, actually. Like they started really exploding. But yeah, it's like swings and roundabouts. Sometimes it buzzes, sometimes it doesn't. I'm sure everybody who stream has the same sort of thing. I'd have thought all other content creators have lull periods. But once a new Resident Evil game comes out or Resident Evil media gets announced, that's when the impressions start rolling back in. I'm very fortunate as well that have reasonable presences on multiple platforms. So I've got a reasonable presence on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's very hard to not find me, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm always very accessible. Like, I guarantee to you, if you send me a message in the middle of the night, don't matter what platform it is, outside of Discord, I'm not always super active on that one, just because I get so many bloody notifications. But most platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you'll be able to certainly be able to get a hold of me for sure. Right, okay, so man, there's a ton of people in here already. Huge shout out to everybody who has joined the stream so far. We're going to be playing Resident Evil 2, my favourite game of all time. Looking forward to jumping in with that. I enjoy your Twitter feed. Thank you, Old Marvo. I appreciate that. I'll try and keep it as updated as I can. It's been a bit lacking recently, just because, again, there's not a lot of Resident Evil news, so it's kind of scrapes. The last bit of Resident Evil news we had was the GOG releases, and that feels like forever ago, so it was like October time. September, maybe? Thorskin's in the chat. Great to have you in. Justin Locke, always a pleasure. So I'm just going through the Twitch here. Mark, Nemesis, Emmy, of course. Emmy, I've known for years now. Always appreciate you. Love you long time. Badams, always a pleasure. Thank you. I need to sort that chat bot out. W1784, good old 2020 days. Yeah, man, it's a long, man. It feels like we're in a different world. Like politics and COVID aside, just what crazy. That's 2020 is going to be 5 years ago. I think that's absolutely insane. Thanks to you, Andy, creating a safe space for us enjoyers of the horror genre. Thank you, Road Pac-Man. I wouldn't call it a safe space, but you certainly can come here and feel valued, and your opinion is valued, of course. My 14-year-old has just played RE2 Remake for the first time. Did it on clear in 6 hours, 23 minutes. Love the Resident Evil 2 Remake. Need more of that. Just join Twitch because of Biohazard. Let's fucking go, Mark. Love that. That's the wrong one. Sorry. Rita, which Resident Evil villain would you want to play? Probably Wesker. Probably Wesker. Native the Narrative, thank you. Nathan Hurley, Jason, Seedol's in the chat. Let's fucking go, Daddy. Appreciate you. DJ Sticks, Adam Green, Chris, Will's in the chat. WJ Minor, Eric. Hey Andy, happy new year. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Jet Diamond with the follow as well. And Outro with the follow. Appreciate all of you dropping by and checking out the stream. As I said, we are jumping in. We are jumping in with Resident Evil 2. And I'm going to be very blasphemous and play with Xbox One controller. Xbox Series X controller. Traditionally, you would play Resident Evil 2 with a PlayStation controller. I actually don't know what progress, like what save. Oh, right. Tell you what, I haven't played Claire B in a long time. So should we play Claire B? I think we should. We are playing, by the way, gang. We are playing the original Resident Evil 2, the PC version. Got the HD mod on, so it looks absolutely fantastic. We're just going to jump in, take it easy, and enjoy the stream. Damn, sorry. Sometimes I talk and like a burp just like takes over my life like the T-virus. Let's go. I wouldn't say so, Reela. Been around for a long time.
In Raccoon City. Leon Kennedy succeeded in escaping from the city, following his encounter with one of the only other survivors, a woman named Ada, a spy seeking the deadly G virus.
Ada!
However, Leon was not the sole survivor of the incident. A girl named Claire Redfield was in town on business of her own. She came to uncover the mysterious circumstances of her brother's disappearance. Chris Redfield, a member of the STARS Alpha team. Only now her mission has become quite simple. Basic survival within the nightmare that was once Raccoon City.
Raccoon City. Probably next week, RE Veteran. We will be continuing with Resident Evil Outbreak. Oh, buddy. Man, the Source Next version does not disappoint.
Finally here.
Love this game. That guy's a maniac. Why do you bite me? I love this dude. That guy's a maniac.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Shout out Alison Court. Did an interview. Well, I didn't personally, but the Residents of Evil did an interview with her and Catherine Disher recently. Amazing.
Hello? Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
Ooh.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down! We can't stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
I honestly believe that Resident Evil just does not get as good as this. Like, this is peak Resident Evil for me.
I arrived in town, and the whole place went
Great.
insane.
The radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah, first day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Yeah, exactly that, Sea-Doll.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure.
It's a shame the RE2 remake didn't have a lot of that.
Better take it
A real shame. Hey! Kirsten, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Welcome in, hope you're doing well. Happy New Year in advance. We are 2 hours away from the New Year. Still in one piece.
Maniac's gonna ram us! Run!
It certainly has, Kirsten. To be fair, I haven't been like doing regular streams just because of how busy life is at the moment. So,
Head to the station.
you know how
I'll
it
meet
is.
you there.
Okay.
Here we go again. They were parted by an unescapable destiny. Oh. At the same time. At the same place. Oh. Let's go. Ooh. Now I can't remember what difficulty this is on, but I'm going to assume it's normal. Yeah, we actually we rented a lodge from the 27th to the 30th just to, you know, get out a bit. It's been pretty chill though. Pretty chill. I'm sure next year, again, the magic's kind of here when you have children. Like, Christmas is magical again. I've been with my wife a long time, and it's obviously Christmas is special, but it's more special when you got children. Okay. We are playing with the HD mod. It looks absolutely fantastic. Looks clean. Whoa. I really love the B scenario on the original.
Hey, get over here! Hurry! I can't set her down. I'll drop you a rope ladder. Grab onto it. Come on, just a little more. Get off me! Stay back! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
Again, this was nice. You got to see how the helicopter crashed if you played Scenario B. Also, where are the zombies? I suppose the zombies. Oh yeah, the zombies would be embedded in the wall, and on Leon's scenario, you see them in that hallway. Right, we are going to pick this up. Oh, just Resident Evil 2 just has such an unmatched vibe. Like, even the original Resident Evil, the remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, they just don't have this. I can't even explain it. Just this vibe. Gotta pick up. Ah, that's right, actually. Oh, we can do this. There we go. It's nice and quickly. Oh man, I can't quick turn. Damn it! I thought Classic Rebirth you could. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I haven't set it up properly. Ooh. You stand online for the countdown? I probably will become, yeah. Oh, I'm getting molested here, gang. What the hell? Got absolutely destroyed just... Oh, what am I doing? I got absolutely just destroyed then. It's going okay, Colm, actually. I'm about 6 hours into it. It's going to be the third playthrough this Friday, I'd have thought. Maybe next Friday, I'm not sure. I might start the streams back again as of next Friday. Give me a bit of time to catch up. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that, actually. Letty! Kirsten, thank you very much for the heart. Here we go. Big boy delivery. Mr. T. Let's go. Mr. fucking T. Old school Challenger reference. Mr. T. Here we go. Hey, Kirsten, thank you for the gifts. Oh, shit. He's a big boy and he's very quick. He's gonna punch me. Oh! Ow. Oh, he's actually quick. Oh, he's quicker than your idle. Quicker than your idle animation. Like your idle walkback, excuse me. Hey, Craig, thank you very much. He certainly is a big boy. Happy New Year, sir. Hope 2025 is going to be as prosperous 2024 was. I'm looking forward to it. I wonder what size shoe Mr. X is. Gotta go. Letty with the gifts. Thank you very much. Always appreciated. Let's go, girls. Nothing beats this, dude. Size 12 Lonsdales. Yeah, it's got to be the Lonsdales that are just like the slip-on ones. The ones that don't have any lace, they don't have any laces or like the Velcro straps. They're just like pure slip-on trainers. Peak Lonsdale design. I wonder if Brad's outside actually. Resident Evil 1.5 will always interest me, Seadoll, because it's, dude, it's just a weird game. Like, playing it now, it's fantastic because it's an oddity, and you know, people have kind of archaeologically gone back and fixed it. But when you play it, you're actually like, man, like, this isn't actually that much interesting of a game. Like, Resident Evil 2, like this Resident Evil 2 just absolutely destroys it in every single metric. I'd love to know what everybody else thinks about that, actually. Does Resident Evil 1.5 stand up to Resident Evil 2 in any capacity? Outside of just being an oddity. Like, if there's zombies in this hit... Ooh! Hang on a minute. Can't kill the boy without putting his jacket on. Okay, I think I'm ready. I don't know if this is that good against Brad. Here he is. Oh! He's right there. Sorry, Brad. Good night, my sweet prince. That was a special New Year's celebration Brad death. Bro just disintegrated. It's actually pretty cold in here, so I'm going to keep this on. We started talking, just me and you, on a New Year's Eve stream a decade ago. That is crazy work, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope the family's well. Thank you always for tuning in and watching me prosper from a young lad to a married man with children. That's crazy work, isn't it? Life has flown by. Yeah, you're probably right, actually. I thought I used a herb, but I guess I didn't. I think there is... This is a Japanese version, so it should be one out here, just the left-hand side. Let's go and have a gander. Hey, Christine, thank you very much for the Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Oh, there's not. Oh, sorry, I thought it was. There wasn't there. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Awesome work, Andy. It was amazing. Hope you had a good Christmas and a good New Year. So it's been just over 6 months since the Keeper's Diary dropped. What's everybody's final thoughts on it? How do you feel it performed? What did you love? What did you hate? What do you feel we could have done better? Let us know in the chat. I'll read all your thoughts out as it comes out. We can do a bit of a analysis into it. Because it was an ambitious project. There were things that I would have liked to have done differently. I'm happy with how it came out, by the way. There's things that I definitely wanted to do differently. And obviously due to constraints, as with any project. Oh boy. Like those things naturally just happen, you know. Hey, Gary coming in with a first aid box. Coming in with the big smackaroonies. Thank you very much, sir. Always appreciated. I hope you have a very happy new year. And hope things are all good your end. Like, I cannot believe that we really... I'll tell you what I have forgotten to get. I've forgotten to get the key card, which is actually upstairs, because the location changes. Yeah, I can't believe we shot a Resident Evil film. Like, with original actors, toured the kind of central part of America. Not Central America, but the central part of the USA. Chicago, Upper Michigan, Lower Michigan, through Wisconsin. Crazy work. And I'm still on caution, which is actually true to form because I'm in a constant state of caution. Whoa. Okay. I think, was there something? I think it was just here, wasn't it? Just all the noises now. So iconic. I had to put it on Seedell. It'd be rude not to. Right, let me put this away. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Oh, I've forgotten to unlock it. I'm a silly boy. And I think, actually, I didn't use the shutter on Scenario A, so I'm going to get absolutely mauled. But we'll figure it out. We always do. Ooh. Okay, everything's unlocked now. I think you just play this like OG RE2 now. Or Scenario A. Ooh. Gonna nick one of these. I've got to be careful. I can't seemingly overload. Have any champagne ready? I'm actually not a fan of champagne. More of a Bucks Fizz type person, to be honest. I find it just really sour, but that's probably because I'm immature. Oh, shit. What about that? But this room should be absolutely rammed. Oh, nice touch, actually. On this texture pack. Let me just pick these up. On this texture pack, they open the window, like the Nemesis in, because the Resident Evil Nemesis was set pre Resident Evil 2. If you didn't know. However, in the original Resident Evil 2, that window is not broken. Oh, I forgot to go in that door. We'll have to sort that out. I don't think it's of great importance. I always forget. Let me live. We'll take a cult SAA. We'll take a cheeky cult SAA. Little piece of my... moment. I ain't doing this now. Yeah, because we are going to go straight through, I think. So it's probably worth doing it, getting it off the plate. Lovely. But a question to everybody watching, and again, we've got just tons of viewership, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. What are you most looking forward to in 2025 when it comes to Resident Evil? Are we going to get that all-important announcement that Resident Evil 9 is coming? Or are they going to announce a remake? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Even if you've never commented on one of my streams before, you often lurk, get involved in the chat. What are you looking forward to in Resident Evil in 2025?
on.
Oh, look at that. We're both in our alternate costumes. Amazing.
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all.
Veronica remake. I keep seeing that a lot, actually.
There's no reason
Fun
for us
Jay,
to
how's
stay
it
any
going?
longer
I'm
than
hoping for an
necessary.
OG 1, 2, 3 and
Let's
banner on modern
split up,
consoles.
Look for any survivors.
How have they not done this already, bruv?
Right.
One last.
It's just getting frustrating.
Here's a
now.
radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Like, I think everybody would just be happy for like the Masters collection, like MGS style Master collection for Resident Evil. Very frustrating stuff. Like, a lot of people have an affinity for this classic Resident Evil. So just make it happen, bruv. Also, why does this get a fax now? Oh, sorry, I thought that was the Kendo one, but I guess it's not. I keep seeing remaking the first one, actually. Like a remake. Not against that at all, by the way. Well, I always go along that hallway, but it's never actually that fruitful. So we're going to sort this out now. Now we do have to come up and do the prank. But we'll do that later. Here you go. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, Cedal. I truly believe that Resident Evil 1 Remake is by far the like quintessential Resident Evil experience outside of like Resident Evil 2, which is my quintessential Resident Evil experience. I think if I was going to say what is Resident Evil and you can play it on modern console, say like I was speaking to a new friend and I said, they was like, man, I keep hearing about Resident Evil. Where shall I start? I'd be like, it's hard as hell to start Resident Evil 1. That's where the story began. And the best way to play it, you know, you can get it on modern consoles, which is beautiful. It has to be Resident Evil 1. I think Resident Evil 1996 has a certain charm to it, but Resident Evil 1 I don't know why. I said I wasn't going to do this, but I did it anyway because my brain's an autopilot. Resident Evil 1 Remake. It takes itself a lot more seriously than the original. It's still kind of B-movie-esque, but there's a certain seriousness to it that isn't in the original Resident Evil. And plus it's available on modern platforms. Like play it on Xbox, play it on PC, play it on PS5. I just realised we've got this. I didn't expect to get this key so early, actually. Problem is, every area is going to be rammed with zombarinos. It's never fun. But we're going to go see Naughty Boy. I'm going to go this way because it should be a better route. Oh! That's my own fault. His arm fell off. He's got an arm off, boys. What do you even think Resident Evil 9 is going to be at this point? Whoa. But it's going to be more in line with the original? Is it going to take Resident Evil in a completely new direction? Because I think Resident Evil, like the Winters trilogy, the Winters saga, is not my Resident Evil. It's not bad. It's just not what I would consider a traditional Resident Evil experience. Oh my fucking god. That was close, wasn't it? Fuck. I hope that, to be honest, if it gets cancelled, you're going to know that RE1 remake is coming. And I think that's a good indicator of why it isn't being cancelled. It's because it's not coming quite yet. But I'm open to being wrong. It's just a theory. The Code Veronica fan remake got cancelled because it's been like all out there on social media. I had a big argument with the developers of the Code Veronica remake. By the way, two different teams. The Resident Evil 1 remake is not the same team as Code Veronica remake. Team Arclight. I can't remember the guys' names now. But the big issue with the Code Veronica fan remake is, and Capcom are very liberal, and I know this firsthand. Capcom are very liberal when applying their license to fan games and fan material. Keeper's Diary, they got in touch with me, and this well documented. I've spoken about this many a time. They got in touch with me, the Keeper's Diary, asked me what the project was about. I gave them in detail what the project's about, how it's going to be funded, proving it's going to be, a fan film, not for profit, all that sort of fun stuff. And I was like, yeah, no worries. Like, we're not going to halt your production. We're not giving our approval, but we're not going to halt the production of this short film. So I know firsthand that Capcom are very, very good when it comes to fan content. Resident Evil 2 Remake was a bit different because they were making a Resident Evil 2 remake, and the Resident Evil 2 remake that was being made by the Daymare crew, name escapes me, Invader Games, they actually did credit them in Resident Evil 2 Remake, which is really, really cool. Another thing that kind of lends itself is the Code Veronica remake development team, were taking active donations for the project. Hey, Lizzie, thank you very much. Have a happy new year too. Brian, happy new year, friend. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, the Code oh shit, sorry. Let me just quickly focus on this, and I'll reply to everyone's comments. Oh. Hey, Outro, thank you for the first time chat. Happy New Year indeed, my friend. Chef Joe Plays is in the chat. You're doing very well, thank you, sir. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah. So the Code Veronica remake crew were taking active donations for the project, which is obviously a big no-no. Like Capcom, I can confidently say, unless they're working on a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, they're not going out of their way to cancel projects. They just aren't. That's just not in their style. There's been countless projects that they haven't touched. Absolutely have not touched. It's because they were taking donations for the project, and that is absolute sacrilege. Hey Terry, how's it going? Happy New Year indeed. Hope you're well. Elizabeth as well. Hello Andy, just wanted to pop in real quick and say hiya, Happy New Year. I appreciate you girls. Thank you very much. Thank you for the well wishes, and I hope 2025 is amazing for you guys as 2024 was for me. Amazing year. Matt, how are you? Great to have you. I'm actually playing Code Veronica X. Just bought it on its own yesterday. Played it when I was younger. It's tough, man. It is tough. Thank you. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Need a lighter. Where do I get the lighter? I know I get the latter. The other place. Yep, we're okay. Potentially Sniper, it's not been confirmed. What are your thoughts about Code Veronica? I think there's going to be things that are going to have to change in it. Like, whether I agree with it politically or not, they're going to have to change quite a bit of Code Veronica to make it, like, compatible with modern audiences. That's a very corporate thing to say, but it's true. Yeah, I think so, Christy. And some of the like wordage that Claire uses just wouldn't fly today. Brian Irons.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her
completely.
And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please.
Hey Max, how are you? Happy New Year.
I'd really like to be alone now.
Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to a special Resident Evil 2 New Year's Eve special. Very grateful to have everybody in the chat. Appreciate everybody that's made time on their busy New Year's Eve schedule to check the stream out. What's this on graphics look good for PS1? To be fair, Katie, thanks for tuning in. We are playing this with a slight modification. Some of the backgrounds have been updated and that. Hey, thank you for the gifts, Terry.
Wait, let me go. Easy,
Indeed,
easy
Christy.
there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now. My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella Chemical Plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Hey, Resident Evil Wiki. Thank you very much for the Happy New Year. As to you, again, hopefully it's another fantastic year for the Resident Evil Wiki, the #1 source for all Resident Evil content. I appreciate you dropping by. Hope you're keeping well. One of my second favourite after Resident Evil Director's Cut. I don't know, I think Resident Evil 2 takes the edge for me. It really like takes that formula of Resident Evil and just turns it up to 11. Like, I feel like Resident Evil 1 is fantastic. Obviously, I made a fan film on it. Love Resident Evil 1. But there's something about Resident Evil 2, it just cannot be defeated. Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Really hope Capcom released this and Nemesis like I did for Resident Evil on the PlayStation Store. I hope so too. Definitely not Sea-Doll. Resident Evil takes a ton of references from Alien. Again, huge news for Alien Isolation. I completely forgot about that actually. Alien Isolation getting a sequel is just not what I was expecting. Oh shit, I knew it was going to happen. And it's put me back on caution, bastard. I mean, it's the analog sticks and things that, yeah, there's always going to be an ongoing conflict between people who like tank controls and don't. I'm generally a fan of tank controls. I truly believe that Resident Evil isn't Resident Evil unless it's tank controls. But I also appreciate that not everybody kind of gels with them, especially if you're not used to it. We are an hour and a half away from the new year. Oh shit. Man, I've wasted a ton of ammo just... Ooh, lovely. Acid round. We are playing the PC version of Resident Evil 2 today. And I literally did that section. I didn't even look at the screen. I was watching the 3 chats I got up on screen. Did you like Alien Romulus? Oh, I thought it was pretty good. Oh, I really enjoyed it, actually. Do you know what? I've got a really cool concept for a video. I recently bought a Tesla, right? Recently bought a Tesla Model Y. I've had a Kia Niro for many, many years. Well, coming up to its 4th year. And I thought, you know what? I need something a little bit bigger. I've got my daughter now. Seat's really big. It's quite difficult to like sit comfortably in the front. I wanted a bigger car. And I thought, I'd really like the idea of a Tesla. So I bought a Tesla Model Y. And I thought, you know what? It's going to be a really cool video. Because Tesla can just do some really weird and wonderful things. I'd love to get a video of me playing Resident Evil on a Tesla. That would be like an ultimate fucking like New Year's resolution for 2025 is get Resident Evil working on a Tesla. Hey Cyberfilth, how are you? Great to have you in the chat. Welcome in to our special New Year's Eve stream of Resident Evil 2. Am I going this way? I think I am. I've got to go this way. I think. Open? Oh no, it's not yet, so. But I know you can get emulators working in the browser. So, even because I know, funny enough, I know Tesla supports Steam. So, I don't think it will support the original Resident Evils, but it must support like the Steam ones. Maybe, I'll see. I think that'd be a really cool, like, viral video to do. Oh! Thought that would. I need to pick up that herb on the way back through. The OG Resident Evil games are the finest. What's everyone's That's a great question. What's Katie over on TikTok says, what is everybody's verdict on Dino Crisis? So, love Dino Crisis. Again, made a short fan film on Dino Crisis. Excuse me. I'll correct myself. Did a very short fan teaser of Dino Crisis. I'll show you it here since you're in the chat. I like dynamic streams, as you can see. what did I call it? Oh, third. This was literally shot at like 2 a.m. on a random filming day for The Keeper's Diary. And I'm happy with how it came out, all things considered. See if I can. Here you go.
Regina, I've gained access to the control room.
Well, that was quick. Those shutters back there.
Piece of cake. Leave it to me.
Regina, any sign of Kirk?
I'm afraid not, sir.
Keep sweeping the area. He can't be far.
All right. These monitors ought to spill the secrets on Kirk's location. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the brainiest of them all? Wait,
What is it?
you're not alone.
Obviously,
From the same director who
obviously there was a ton of changes we made to Regina and kind of making things possible to shoot within a very empty pockets production, but that was kind of a teaser on what to expect and how we would shoot a Dino Crisis fan film. Again, we shot it at like fucking 2 a.m. or something. We shot it in probably under an hour, and me and Andrew was just absolutely battered from the shoot, so from the Keeper's Diary shoot, so I'm happy with how that came out. Somewhere down the line we will crowdfund that. It's just not a project that we're doing right now. MG1998, hey man, wishing you an amazing happy new year and hope you had a great Christmas as well. Hope the new year is an amazing and special one for you. Thank you very much, MG. Likewise to you. I'm looking forward to it, man. We've got a ton of content planned. This is going to be a big year for Biohazard Declassified, but different to what's previously. Not just numbers and metrics, but like diversified content. Different, like, not necessarily streams, but like original fiction and non-fiction content is what I want to say. All that will seek to be beneficial. But apparently, play in the original is better.
Sherry, I've been looking everywhere for you. I was so worried.
I'd say it's about the same.
We've got to go now, honey, okay?
You have
If you
VR?
stay here, that
I've got a
monster will
Quest
find
2. I've
us.
not got a Quest 3.
Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry, don't go alone.
It might be on PlayStation.
Sherry!
PlayStation VR is always difficult because I don't think that there's a market for. There's a huge market in my area for VR horror. If that makes sense. So it can be quite difficult. Can't find the door. One moment, gang. Hang on. Sorry, I thought I just heard a knock. Very windy outside. Yeah, it'd be a missed opportunity if they didn't re-release RE7 in VR. Because like the original PS4 VR was shocking, mate. I remember playing the VR mode and being like, just feeling sick after like an hour. Cyberphil, thank you for subscribing over on YouTube. It's appreciated. That's been quite an eye-opening experience, actually, that YouTube has actually been a bit of a dark horse for content creation. Like, we're getting quite nice viewership on YouTube for live streams, which was completely unexpected. So thank you all. Give us a wave, even if you're lurking at the moment. Give us a wave over on YouTube if you're checking us out. And Happy New Year to all of you. Have you played Siphon Filter? Yes, I have actually. Quite extensively. Yeah, they're all on PS Plus Premium, which is nice. Ah. Let's go, Bryn. Oh. Big Willie style. Happy New Year indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you for sticking with us all these years, man. It's appreciated.
Sherry, are you okay? Did you find your dad?
Yes, I'm okay.
That reminds me of Elf.
I couldn't find him.
Bye, buddy. Hope
But
you find your
I did find
dad.
something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
Big Sherry. My Sherry,
Now have
more.
access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. My Sherry, more. Pretty little one that I adore. You're the wait, what the hell? I thought I picked that up. You're the only one my heart beats for. Ba, 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 ba. Okie dokie, right. Nice. Oh no, not so nice. Jesus. Isn't Kojima currently making a survival horror game? That's actually coming out next year. I completely forgot about that. Oh, I think this is bad. I think this is really bad. Bollocks. Be back. Resident caution strikes again. We need a release date for the Silent Hill film as well. Thinking about it. Okay, okie dokie. I might try and do it with the bow gun. Bow gun's pretty good. Actually, I think the bow gun's pretty underrated in this game. Yeah, it's very confusing, right? So they've done a Silent Hill film called Return to Silent Hill, but it looks like a retelling of Silent Hill 2, and it makes you think, why are they doing? It just doesn't make sense to me. Why are they doing a film adaptation so close to the release of Silent Hill 2 remake? That just seems puzzling to me. Like, what, would they not have waited a couple of years? Ooh. Gotta be careful. Thank you for all the likes on TikTok. Oh no. Oh, I missed! Couldn't find though, fortunately. Oh! Brain. Right, I need to remember to grab the crank, because I always do on Scenario B, forget to grab the crank. Born from a Wish. Yes, I don't know why Born from a Wish isn't in remake, but maybe that's some nice DLC coming up. Please tell me I left it. Oh, I left them both! Let's go! Although, I don't know what's good. Because we got to face Birkin. There isn't really a great need for the submachine gun. I'll take it anyway. Frank. Do, 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 do. Wait. Oh. What? Oh shit. Oh no, I'm out. Oh, it's only blue herbs, I think. Let's go. It's all good, Sega Dan. We've got a bit of time. We're not in a rush. Oh! Gotta go. Welcome into the New Year's Eve stream of Resident Evil 2. We're counting down the time until New Year, which in the UK is in 1 hour and 18 minutes. Oh, it's alright. Cedo, I'll just crack on. There's some... Ooh! There's some upstairs anyway. I need the lighter as well. Keep forgetting to grab the lighter. Oh man, these have all replaced, bruv. Pistol bullets in here, maybe not. Ben, thank you very much for your kind words. Same to you. What was in here? Oh, it's just acid rounds. Grabbing some good acid round. The lighter is actually in the evidence room. Not the the evidence room. Not the evidence room, but the other one. The file room where you open with the spade key. I'm not coming back to this. It's like, oh shit! Oh, his arm's attached to me. He's got an arm off. There are actually some herbs just outside here. Not too far. Just going back to what you said about Resident Evil Code Veronica, what kind of changes would need to be made? I don't remember in particular anything that wouldn't fly these days. There's a couple of things. I think they're going to need to, and again, it doesn't matter what side of the fence you sit on. Politically, let's just not mince our words on this. They're going to need to tactfully approach that whole Alfred cross-dressing, pretending to be his sister but not his sister arc. And there's a couple of phrases that Claire says which just doesn't work. She's like, Alfred, you cross-dressing freak. Like, I just don't think they can. And again, doesn't matter what you think of it about it politically. Like, they just can't get away with doing that, in my opinion. Obviously, they might just fucking go, oh fuck it, we'll do it. Oh, there's some good stuff in it. I think Alfred needs to be in it. It's just what capacity. There's also a scene where, like, Steve tries to kiss Claire while she's asleep. Can't see that going down well. Gonna be honest. I need to get to the left of me. But this room is fucking stacked, bro. Shit. Do myself any favours. Run for it. Oh, boy. Merry fucking Christmas. That was amazing. I don't need a herb at the moment. Hey, thank you, Angelus. I appreciate that. Thanks for the follow, Shady Throne 94 over on Twitch. Appreciate you. Happy New Year indeed. Well, I've got far too much gear on me right now. So let me grab... I do need to grab this. We will be grabbing this. I'm going to pop this away. Who got that? Why have I got that? I'm sure all will be revealed shortly. Oh, you fuck. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. His arm's falling off. Got to reload. That's more out of spite, to be honest. Nemesis, thank you very much. Happy New Year, indeed. Oh. I think it's in here. Might be a first aid spray. I can't remember which way it is. I think on Leon it's a first aid spray, but Claire it's a actual usable item. Yeah, here you go. Lighter of lighter. Oh, imagine a Bandersnatch on a remake. Amazing. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Don't mind me asking which Resident Evil game is this. This is Resident Evil 2, the original 1998 release. The single greatest release ever. Bar none. The GOAT Resident Evil game. Actually, I could use my Gonna use this. Because we are going to get rid of 2 key items, so... Although we will replace them. Cool cookie! Thank you very much for the well wishes. Happy New Year to you too. Hope you are keeping well. Oh, no way I just did that. Ooh. Well, I was going to burst. I guess not. I think Resident Evil 2 Remake does Resident Evil 2 so tactfully. The big boy. I can use this big firearm. He ain't getting close. Good night, sweet prince. Only used like 22%. Maybe a bit less. Maybe 20. Now, the only thing, I think he dropped something good in a second. I don't think I can pick it up. Oh. Oh shit. Got absolutely chinned. Yeah, that was... Oh, it's only bowgun rounds, I'm not fast. That was perfected in the Overhaul mod, if you've ever played that. Exceptional mod for Resident Evil 2. Fuck it. Say hello to my little friend. There's one more. Never played the Scarface game on PS2. I heard it. It's like a GTA clone, isn't it? I think we are just about done. Oh boy. Oh! He's going for it. Might have to bust out the acid rounds in a second. I don't think there's any health up here, and I'm a little bit dubious. I don't want to find myself in a knot. I need to use the lighter actually still in the briefing room. There's a reason why Al Pacino's face can be used in the Godfather game. Explain a little more in detail on that. Because obviously Al Pacino was in the Godfather, so why couldn't they use him? Yeah, I was just thinking of that. Nemesis. I'll quickly run down there and grab it in just a moment. Just a moment. Oh shit. Got to put the cogwheel in. My bad. Yeah. Oh, he's turboing. Oh. Close. What's the next game on the retrospective? We've still got to finish Outbreak. So I need to get Outbreak finished and then I'll move on in the same stream. I'll move on to File 2. Is it quicker going this way? Oh, I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Hey, user JJ, this is Resident Evil 2 for the PS. I played a PC version, but this is originally a PS1 game. Could be an easier route, this. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Happy New Year to you. We are just over an hour away from a new year here in the UK. 2025. That's absolutely unbelievable. This year has absolutely flown by. Flown by. What's my second favourite game? It's either Resident Evil 1 or Resident Evil 3, the original. Pistol bullets over there. Lovely. Man, some of these like pre-rendered backgrounds, they just look amazing. Every year it just gets quicker and quicker. Yeah, I would say so. And then, I don't know, the original Resident Evil 4 is pretty good, but do you consider that a true Resident Evil experience? Not really. It's like its own thing. There's... Oh, his head fell off. Brutal. I didn't even know that was the thing. But I like to think of kind of what Seedall's explaining over on YouTube. Like, you got the original trilogy, then you've got the action trilogy. Original trilogy, I suppose, would kind of count Code Veronica. So not a trilogy, but quadrilogy. And then you've got the action trilogy, 4, 5, and 6. You've got the weird games in between, like the spin-off games, Revelations. Then you've got the Winter storyline. And then, of course, you've got the remake series of games. I'm getting battered on this. I'll be careful. I must admit, Resident Evil 4 Remake's an exceptional game. I just have no reason to go and play it. Like, I feel like I'm playing Resident Evil 4 the original a lot more than the remake. Again, it's an exceptional game. I just don't have like the internal desire to go back and play it. If that makes sense. We gotta go. No psychedelics. Wait, what does that name ring about? Psychedelic. Where is that name from, Cole? I feel like I know that name. Yeah, it had a really cool first-person mode, which wasn't in the remastered versions of Revelations. Right, I am gonna... Sorry, I'll keep yawning. It's been a long day, so apologies. Well, it's windy out here, man. Whole roof shaking. I really love Deadly Silence. It's great. Deadly Silence is such an underrated port of Resident Evil 1. Not going to use... I'm going to save it right now, actually. I should be fine. Are we getting one remake? Don't know, Geo Walker, maybe. Nothing's been confirmed. I'd like to think so. He apparently scammed his audience. Did a runner. Obviously, I don't know him personally, but I remember the name. But, yeah, I can't remember anything specific about. What was the story behind that then, Cole? Thank you for the follow, Geo Walker. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, hope you're having a fun, happy New Year celebration. Bollocks. Do you know how easy it is to not scam people, by the way? Very easy. I've forgotten the other yawl. I mean, the biggest risk, like, you know, speaking, obviously it's on the record, but speaking openly, like, the riskiest thing I've ever done in content creation is the Keeper's Diary, because you're using other people's crowdfunded money to produce a film it's a lot of pressure to get right. We did, obviously.
Claire!
Big Claire.
Sherry, you're okay.
I'm glad to see you're safe, Claire.
It's tough, Cedo. It's really tough. Starting from zero is always tough. It took me 10 years to build even a reasonable following. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? Go pop the jewel in. Do you enjoy the Resident Evil movies with Mia Jovovich? Yes, somewhat. Now that I've kind of made my own film, it's given me a weird perception of Resident Evil films. Like, I respect anybody that spends that amount of time. Paul Anderson nearly spent 20 years making Resident Evil films. Yes, they're not the Resident Evil we know, but they're definitely Resident Evil material. Like, are they faithful adaptations? Absolutely not. But there is a trade-off you have to do when you adapt existing media, especially like Resident Evil, for example. Resident Evil already has a pre-established fan base, but the idea of Resident Evil, those Resident Evil films, like when you understand the dynamics of Constantine Film, like the producers of Resident Evil, Constantine Film, Paul W.S. Anderson, the Resident Evil films were not aimed for Resident Evil fans. They were there to bring in a new audience, a casual audience that weren't familiar with Resident Evil. That was always their intention. Whether we like it or we hate it, that's the reason. Because as much as this is going to be a very hard pill to swallow for some people. But survival horror is very, very niche. Not everybody likes survival horror. It's not a mainstream genre. It's very big, but it's not a mainstream genre.
Claire!
I'm going down there. Stay here and wait for me, okay?
It's a really tough pill to swallow. It really is. But when you put it in that perspective, they're trying to make Resident Evil appeal to a wider audience, and the only way you do that is if you customize the details so it's easier to digest for a casual viewer. Casual viewer's not going to necessarily like Resident Evil, because if that was the case, Resident Evil would have the sales numbers of Call of Duty, of FIFA, etc. But it doesn't, because survival horror is in itself a very niche genre. I would like that, Cedar. The problem is return on investment. Like Andrew, I, and Beggy, etc. Say if Constantine Film gave us, I don't know, 30 million. Let's make it simple. The budget for Welcome to Raccoon City. Are we gonna do a better job? Are we gonna do a better job than Johannes Roberts? No, I don't believe we will, because we would have so much studio pressure on top of us to deliver a product that they want rather than what we want. It's a lot of politicking.
Anyone leave my town, everyone's gonna die.
It's just such not a straightforward, because it has to be a return on investment, like the main aim of business.
You couldn't possibly understand what's happened. Those monsters from Umbrella have destroyed my beautiful town. How could they do that to me after everything I've done for them?
So it's true.
So
You
it's
have been working
true.
with Umbrella. Then you must know about the G-Virus. What is it? Tell me!
If you must know, it's the agent that can turn humans into the ultimate bioweapons. Superior to the T-Virus in every way. Dr. William Birkin is the genius behind the project.
William Birkin.
I'm sure you've already seen his little girl running around here somewhere.
Sherry, is it?
Sherry, isn't it? In case you haven't already figured it out. The monster that's been tearing my precinct apart is yet another product of the G-Virus. An ultimate bioweapon. Umbrella must be trying to cover its tracks. But if I have to go, I'm going to take you with me. What the?
Oh, fun, he's about to die. F in the chat for Willie B. Excuse me, for Mr. Brian Irons. Now, I do have a first aid spray. Sorry. I've got a fully mixed herb, so I should be okay. But we'll see how it goes. This is actually my favourite way that he passes away. So much better than the chest bursting alien thing. Yeah, you're right, Cedo. The Resident Evil films were what they were. I'd like to see something that's more authentic to like horror, like scary horror, rather than action, but we'll see. No, Suma, how's it going? Oh, we gotta go. He's gonna throw himself. Bye, Willie. Yeah, the eye in Resident Evil is so... What's the word I'm looking for? Synonymous The eye is so synonymous with Resident Evil, and I love that. It's such an icon in Resident Evil. Oh, thank you, Com. I appreciate that, man. Iconic. Yeah, indeed. I'll be here all week.
Claire, you came back.
I can't believe the man who developed the G virus is actually her father.
What's wrong, Claire?
It's nothing. But I think I found a way out of here. We should be able to find someplace safe if we can just make it out of town.
But...
Don't worry, I'll protect you. I promise. But you have to make sure you don't leave my side.
What? Sorry, we're going this way, aren't we? I feel like I've got so much of the game left. Well, that's what Resident Evil films need to be, Sega Dan. Old school horror. Now, a Resident Evil film should be a flick that you pick up in a blockbuster. That's kind of scary as hell, super grainy, B-movie. Not elaborate, but like Resident Evil 1 would be such a good story told in like a VHS horror type situation.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Claire?
Run!
The Rock and Jack Black. Who said that? The Rock, Jack Black.
Where
The-
are you?
The Rock is Jill Valentine. Kevin Hart as Chris Redfield. Jack Black as Barry Burton. Book it, Capcom. Or Constantine. Because everything's got to be goofy and have... You know what? It feels like... This is what's so frustrating about this. I need to grab the lighter. It feels like the Avengers made these really at the time these really funny, cool in-jokes that kind of like wink at the camera type approach, and now like every single film does it. It's really frustrating. Also, the Avengers is such a dead formula. Like, here's another question for you, gang. Outside of Resident Evil, when was the last time you was excited for a Resident Evil? Excuse me. When was the last time you was excited for a Marvel film? The last time I was excited for a Marvel film was probably Avengers Infinity War. I feel like ever since then, it's just been on a decline. Outside of Deadpool, Deadpool's a bit of a red herring. But... And actually, Spider-Man No Way Home's a bit of a red herring as well. I feel like everything else has just been... just not fun. I appreciate I could have a nuanced point of view. No Way Home was brilliant. Yeah, like Marvel Defenders. What else was there? The Captain Marvel films. Can't even remember what the film was.
What happened? You're bleeding.
I ran into this woman who was in trouble.
The Marvels, thank you.
Her name's Ada. Right after that, Someone tried to kill me. Nearly succeeded, too. Ada went after the sniper, but I'm worried about her.
Sniper.
You gotta find her before something happens.
But you've been shot.
I'll be okay. It's Ada I'm worried about.
Ada? I don't think we'll get GTA 6 in 2000 next year. I think you'll get it in early 2026. Movies, games, and music, 100% Sega down. And not only that, let's take it up a notch, because it wasn't even like this 10 years ago. Like 10 years ago, I was genuinely excited for films. It just feels like it's such corporate slop. It's just like these suits around a table and they go, what do we think people like to watch, and how can we very unashamedly monetize it? I'm not against monetization of films, by the way.
Get away from me.
It's just pure slop.
You just want my husband's G sample, don't you? But no one will take that away from me. No one.
Husband? Then you must be Annette.
Huh? How did you?
We don't have time for that. Sherry is lost somewhere in the sewer system. I have to find her.
What? I told her to go to the police building. Why is she here? Now Sherry and the G sample are both in danger.
And a lot of it is like, I don't want to make it political.
Does Sherry have the G sample?
But a lot of it is like politically. Another thing that's really frustrating is like, I don't mind a film that, like, look at Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid is super fucking political. But like, it's really hard to explain. It's almost this like grandstanding virtuous lecturing that modern media do, which is very frustrating to listen to. Like, after a long shift at work, you just want to wind down, watch a film, play a game without being lectured on everything perceiving you to be a bad person. And it's not necessarily like one side of the aisle, both sides of the aisle, like completely open. It can be really frustrating as a viewer to, I just want to play a game, I don't want to be like lectured. I wish they would remake RE3 on PS1. Oh, if only, man, if only. If only. And that's why it's, you know, the art is dying, because it's just surrounded by virtuous messaging. Another big thing, like economically, like outside of the politics of films, is just the budgets. The budgets are so overblown, man. I mean, even for Keeper's Diary, 50k seems like a lot of money if you're not in film. If you are in film, like, it's fuck all, you know? 50 grand is not a lot of money, because everything just costs a fucking arm and a leg. Like, to put together. Yeah, I've seen them, Colm. I've seen them. They're fantastic. I know everyone shits on AI, but I really like them projects. Yeah, I'm familiar, Cedo. Follow that vehicle for the message. Yes, Nathan, yes. I would suggest. Oh, let's go. I'll have to check that out, Cedo. I didn't realise he did games. What was only films? But yeah, budgets play a big deal, and especially with games, like games take so, in my opinion, games take so much longer to put together than films because it just needs so much resource. And I don't know, I feel like back in the day, this was made in like a year. So like, and this is, you know, I appreciate they went back to the drawing board, but this was made in a year, and that's crazy when you think about it. I appreciate everything now is so technologically more advanced, but I almost feel like they're not focusing on the game, they're focusing about like all of the other stuff that in the grand scheme of things don't matter. Like that new Naughty Dog game, one of the developers, and again, like I really appreciate the art of game dev. I really appreciate it. But they were like, oh, you don't know how unbelievable and how long it took me to code this taking on and off of this jacket that the character does in this CG cutscene.
Mom give you something called G virus?
And it's like,
Either
bro,
a vial
like
or a test tube?
99% of the people that are going to play this game don't care about that.
Absolutely
You spent
sure.
so long
If you give it to
doing
me,
that
I'll
when
hold on to it for
resource
safety.
could have been
But I really
expended
don't have
elsewhere,
anything. It's
if
the
that makes
truth.
sense.
But why
I'm
would
not
you
denigrating the
say
art.
something
The art's
like that?
fantastic. And the technological wizardry that's been put together to make it look so realistic, someone taking on and off their jacket. But in the grand scheme of things, it's so minuscule in the grander realm of game design. And I think that's where it's going wrong. There are just so many overblown. What we need, like, let's say it how it is. That like we need like Doom or something like that. A fairly small team, bunch of dudes, you know, most of them on the spectrum, just absolutely coding the shit out of these games. Working all the... I'm not saying devs don't do that now, work all the hours under the sun. But just like keeping their rates super keen to deliver something because budgets are just so out of control and they just don't... Even in the best will in the world, they'll never hit their return on investment. Just because the budget is so high for them. And obviously, they're not, you know, game companies aren't making these games for charity, so... 40 minutes to go indeed. Yes, sir, Elvis. Oh. I think a lot of developers get upset as well, especially on Twitter, like when people badly receive their game. I think it's not, you know, it's not you personally, it's just people didn't like the game, and that's
Sherry,
okay.
Wait here. I'm going to check it out by myself.
Okay, I'll wait here, but hurry back.
Yeah, I'm UK based, I'm down in Kent. Not in I mean, I'd love to live in the US, but I've very good roots in the UK, so very good. Obviously, I bought a home in the UK. My child's born in the UK. Very good job in the UK. It'd have to be an unbelievable opportunity to live in the US, but I would, 100%. Yeah, I don't know why that is, Lady Dan. It's very frustrating. Let's see what I'm going to use this. Oh, big boy. Whoa! Nice. Am I still on fine? Caution, excuse me. ACN, how are you? great question, Cedo. That's a really good question. Dino Crisis would be a really good one. I think that's got such a scope to make into a film, especially with the success of like Jurassic World. Because Jurassic World, I mean now with Jurassic, did I say Jurassic World? Jurassic Park? Yeah, Jurassic World. There's such scope to make a horror-based dinosaur film. I believe that. Metal Gear Solid, of course. Thank you, ACM. Appreciate it. Oh, I've got to turn the...
Okay, Sherry, let's go.
Dino Crisis would be a huge hit if they had a serious director, a serious horror director involved.
Claire? What was that?
Don't worry. Just wait here. I'll go and see what it was.
Great question. I think the old one, because it articulates the chicken heart persona better. Gotta go! Gotta go! Oh, left that late. Oh, he didn't like that. Just gonna use the last of these as well. Oh, he's a big boy. Hey, Jelly, how are you? Welcome into the final stream of 2024. Eyes down, sweet. I hope it's been a good year, man. I feel like this year has just absolutely blown past.
Isn't this...
That's okay. You keep it. I'm sure it'll keep you safe. Wait.
It certainly
here for
has
me,
been.
Okay? I'm going back to look for your mom.
Thanks, Claire. Even though I'm an only child, neither of my parents ever spent much time with me because of their work. But now that you're with me, I finally have someone to rely upon.
Sherry.
Felt like this year lasted quite a while. Really? I felt like it just blew past. Like I bought my house in January last year. I can't remember when I got the keys. Must have been like first week of January. I felt like I was in October and then now I'm here, you know, I blinked and now I'm here. I don't think I even have to do this later. Guys, we are half an hour away from 2025. Hit me with your New Year's resolutions. Something I really want to work on this year outside of content creation. I want to get better, like, nutritionally and, like, active, you know? Like, I've actually cleared my conservatory with the intention of getting a treadmill in there, getting... Just getting some very basic active stuff, because I just feel like I just haven't prioritised my health this year. Trying to eat better as well. I generally eat like a fucking pig, so I'd like to try and improve that. I caught one in one shot. A conservatory, sorry. A conservatory is basically, it was a very common house extension in the late 80s. Would it be late 80s? 80s, 90s and early 2000s. Instead of like applying for, as I understand it, instead of applying for planning permission or to have a very expensive addition onto your house, what you would have is effectively a PVC, initially a very low level brick surround, and it's finished with windows and PVC. It's just a little outbuilding to your existing home that a lot of people use for dining rooms. People can use it for like offices, but the problem is they're never that well insulated. And they're normally really hot in the summer and really cold in the winter. Just because they're all fucking glazed. Like, literally completely glazed. So I'm going to turn mine into like a little... I mean, it's so small. It's probably like 2.5 metres by 2.5 metres. It's really not big. Maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe 3 metres by 3 metres. Really not big. So I might turn it into a little, like, you know, little... It's not, it wouldn't even be classed as a gym, it's too small. Holly, thank you very much. Happy New Year to you too. I hope you've had a good 2024. I felt like it's blown past. It's gone pretty crazy. Yeah, sunroom, I guess you could call it. It's just like a little outbuilding in your house that was fairly cost effective to put together, but to be honest, everybody's dismantling them in favour of a traditional single story extension, because they're better value, they're more usable and practical, and they actually add more value to your home. Oh, I've used the wrong weapon. remember if I have to do all the electric stuff. It went so quick. I got engaged Christmas Eve. Let's fucking go. Was it special? I got married. I got engaged in Disneyland Paris. That was like 2015. That was years ago. But spill the beans. How did you get engaged? Oh, 42. 42 smackaroos. It was just at home, but so precious. That could be anywhere. Could be in your bedroom. As long the only person it matters to is you. As long as you are happy. Especially if you didn't expect it. That would have been amazing. Oh, did you see it coming? Could literally be on the final boss at midnight. I can see it. 25 minutes is quite ambitious to get this all done. Bear in mind, I've got 2 bosses. I had no idea it was so out of the blue. In a positive way? I'm assuming in a positive way. That's good, that's good. I think for men nowadays, again, depends on how you do it, but for me, getting engaged was more of a cementing my long-term future to one person, because I think a lot of women nowadays don't really know where they stand, and sometimes getting married is very expensive. Like, I think my wedding was like fucking 20 grand or something, like 25 grand. It was a stupid amount of money. Looking back, even though it was a fantastic day and I would 100% do it again, I like the idea of eloping because it's a lot cheaper. You can prioritise the honeymoon, that sort of thing. And at the end of the day, it depends on how you look at it. But I saw it as cementing a long-term future with one person. Knowing where they stand. You don't need a piece of paper to tell each other that you love each other, obviously. I mean, it took me like, I got engaged in like 2016 and I got married in it took me 6 years to get married. Yes, Seedol, as you well know, just so expensive, man. Absolutely crazy. I love other people's weddings. I love that. Quickly check something. Moment. Okay. Oh shit. I'm going to use these because I think they're a little bit better. They're marginally better against these dudes. Oh! That could have been absolutely catastrophic just then. That was a playthrough ending slash, potentially. It's not only that, see, though. It's just like, you obviously want the quintessential wedding. It's just, things just cost so fucking much, and it just adds up so quickly. And you turn around, you're like, holy shit! I just spent And a sum that, if you'd have told me at the start it was going to be, I probably would have gone, can we try something else? Can we try this in a different way? I was actually going to get married in 2019. I was going to go to like a Greek island, which would have been really... I actually don't need that. I was going to go to like a Greek island. It would have been fantastic. But obviously COVID happened in 2020. And I was like, oh, do we really want to get married and spend a bunch of money abroad when there's like a global pandemic at the moment? Like, I felt sorry for people who did get married during COVID, because it must have been quite the reduced experience. Hey, Tompano, raiding with a big one. Tompano coming in 30 minutes before the end of the year. Huge raid. Thank you kindly, Tompano. Hopefully you had a great stream. Welcome in, everybody. We're rounding off the year playing my favourite game of all time, Resident Evil 2. I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic New Year's celebration. And I'm grateful you've dropped by to see us here at Biohazard Declassified. Thank you very much. Great stuff, man. Thanks again for the raid.
Which room? Tell me. Sherry!
No! Annette!
Very well, thank you, Tompano. Excited a bit. I wasn't going to be going live today, so I'm happy. I've managed to catch everybody today as we round off the back end of the year. 2024 was an interesting year for Biohazard Declassified. I've said it in the streams earlier. In the stream earlier. Had the release of the Keeper's Diary Biohazard story. Had the Horror Game Awards 2024, which was absolutely unbelievable. The weekly streams have been fantastic, even though they've not always been as consistent as I want them to be. Obviously, being a dad and working full-time and doing a master's degree, all this shit catches up to you. Sometimes can bottleneck some of your weeks. But I feel like we've had a brilliant year. It's been a very different year. I hope that 2025, I'm going to be producing a lot of content for the YouTube page. I've got a ton of ideas that are already in motion. Obviously, we've potentially got the crowdfunding of Resident Evil Resurrection fan film that's going to be shot in August, if all goes well. I'm looking forward to it. Is that the power room key? Yeah, cool. Like, if you've been following me on Twitter and stuff like that, you'll know that I've been working on Biohazard stories in the background. It's a bit of fun, just a bit of an empty pockets. Obviously, as you can appreciate, I can't crowdfund a film every couple of months. So, like, a fun little empty pockets. Oh, wrong one. A fun little empty pockets production on my YouTube page will go a long way. What about yourself, Tompano? What are you most looking forward to in 2025? James, you had a slammed amount of things this year, mate. No wonder it flew by. Yeah, man. I've enjoyed every moment of it as well. My daughter was born in January, and she's going to be turning 1 in a couple of weeks, and it's just been an absolute privilege to become a dad for the first time. No matter what I do with my life, no matter how much money I earn, what sort of social status, what cars I drive, how many followers, subscribers, blah, blah, blah. Nothing will top being a dad. Absolutely nothing. Hey, Alexis, just in time. We're 15 minutes away from New Year's celebrations. I appreciate you dropping by and checking out the stream.
Help me, Claire! The monster's after your pendant. Throw it to me! Good girl. Now run, Sherry. As for you, come and get it. I've got what you want. Come on! Here. This is what you're looking for, right? Fine. Then go get it. Sucker.
Yes, yes. I was talking with is it Johnny? One moment. Can't remember his full Twitter handle. Johnny Beard. I was talking with Johnny about Biohazard, and I haven't had a lot of experience in Biohazard, and two, I just cannot make the times work. Absolutely cannot make the timings work, unfortunately. So I'd love to be part of it. I'd love to be a commentator, but I think there's just so many people on board. It's going to be hard to manage. But yeah, I hope it goes well, man. I really hope it goes well.
Sherry,
it's for a good cause. So, hey, Seth coming in, becoming a Green Herb member for a 3rd month in a row. Thank you, Andy, for 3 months. Happy New Year. Thank you, Seth. Always appreciate you dropping by and your contributions to the chat. Thank you for subscribing to us over on YouTube. Congrats to you, mate. Been following you since the Facebook days. Please for you. Thank you, James. We've had a bit of a whirlwind, especially with a Facebook game that's effectively just collapsing overnight. Which, again, when you build a reasonable following and then you... Again, hindsight being 2020, I'd have loved to have more people over to Twitch and YouTube, but I didn't know that was going to happen. So, like, it's quite tough to churn people back over to Twitch and YouTube. It seemingly just fucking collapsed overnight, and it's upsetting. And it can be quite mentally debilitating, because you've gone from somewhere where you're just absolutely killing viewership, like basically starting again. But fortunately, I had really good I had reasonable followings online anyway, on Twitter, on Instagram, etc. I've always kept very, very active on socials, as you probably all know. I've done other things outside of streaming, so streaming's a challenge. Streaming is a real challenge to keep consistent.
Mom.
And to, keep entertaining. I'm sure, this is preaching to the choir of everyone who streams.
I know I've been a
and
terrible
I'm
mother,
happy everybody stuck around. We've had another great year in content creation. I've met so many cool people. I've done so many cool meetups this year.
Sherry, we have to go now.
Done a lot of collaborations. Gotta go. Done a lot of collaborations with other fantastic YouTubers, etc. Yeah, I mean, in the back of my mind, I mean, even now, I'm like, I really hope the switch flips and it goes back to how it was, but I feel like it's never going to happen, to be honest. But it's a perfect example of trying to... Hey, Chris, how's it going? Happy New Year, brother. It's a perfect example of making sure you diversify your platforms, because at any day, you could be the best content creator with the unlimited charisma, tons of viewership, but if that switch on a platform goes off, it's happened before. It's happened with Mixer. It's happened with Facebook gaming. It's even happened with TikTok. When that switch flips, you need to make sure that you are active on others, because you don't want to get flushed down the toilet with the platform, basically. Never put all your eggs in one basket is what I'm trying to say. I wished 2-3 years ago I started to build a really strong Twitch platform. I just put all my eggs in one basket with Facebook gaming. It just didn't work out as intended. However, I still have fantastic viewership on YouTube, YouTube, Twitch and TikTok, and have very strong, especially when a Resident Evil game comes out, a very strong impressions across Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So I'm not mad. I am not mad. I'm eating good. I'm doing just fine. Exactly, Alexis. Exactly. That's the right mindset. They were great days, man. I remember I used to hit go live. I used to have like fucking 300 people waiting for me to go live. Amazing. But it was like, you know, a lot of the beauty of Facebook gaming, which a lot of people don't realise, is you would have people enter your stream that had never entered a live stream before, a gaming live stream. They didn't understand like streaming etiquette or why people stream and all of that. And it was a really wholesome experience watching them kind of understand live streaming and be like, oh, I used to laugh at my son who used to watch streamers, but I get it now. I get why people watch live streams. Why would you watch someone play a game? That doesn't sound fun at all. But then they get it, and it's just the most wholesome experience I'll ever be a part of. Guys, we are rounding off the year, and I think we might have finished the game. We might have finished the game before we close out the year. I'll tell you what I probably should get is more herbs. 10 minutes. We are on a timer here, gang. We are 10 minutes away from the new year. I'm just going to jack myself up on some serious herbage. Green herb gang for life. Yep. Birkin drop indeed. Here we go, gang. Oh, we are so close. Here we go. I always find this boss battle really tough. Although, once I did it no damage and I couldn't believe it. I've only ever done that once, though. I don't expect to do it this time. This is an awesome boss battle. Here we go. It's because this is really painful. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh. Angel's dropping it.
Who are you?
Oh. I'm gonna use this. Safety. Oh. Pick it up. Pick it up. Come on. You lose, big guy.
You lose, big guy.
People are letting off fireworks around here already. I can hear it. Oh, we're going to finish Resident Evil 2 before the end of the year. The last playthrough of RE2 in 2024. I remember Nuji actually died on these zombies. Like, he literally beat the, I can't remember what challenge it was. He beat the fucking... he beat the tyrant, and then he died on this bit. We're just going silly here. Although we don't want to go too silly, because I've not got loads of ammo. 2 minutes. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was the first time he'd attempted Resident Evil 2, the original, with just a knife, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it limited handgun? I can't remember. Might have been limited handgun, to be honest. Oh, can we beat it before the new year? I've got 6 minutes left. I'm gonna skip this.
What was that?
Yeah, that was it.
Biohazardous outbreak imminent. The The emergency system has been activated. This train will detonate. Repeat, this train will detonate.
Yeah, that is rough.
No! What's wrong with this thing?
I don't know. The door won't open.
Here we go. Got 1 minute. Six minutes in real time. Yeah, I'm just going to use the rocket anyway. I don't know. Here we go. Rocket used. Here we go. Should be okay. Getting close though. Yes! 5 minutes to spare game. This is gonna be so goofy. I apologise in advance. But I'm actually gonna. I don't even see it. That is where we're at right now. Put that nice and big. No, the game's not crashed, don't worry. $56. Might as well let this play. Do you know, it's Windows 10 as well, Tom.
Leon, stop the train! I can't. The door to the control room is locked.
What better way than to round the year out with Resident Evil 2?
That's what I call ugly. Claire, where are you?
57.
You don't give up, do you?
Sherry, what are you doing?
We have to stop the train, right? I can do it.
Sherry! Persistent, aren't you? Well, come and get it.
Which one's the right switch? Maybe this one?
Sherry!
Claire! Ah!
Can't hold on much longer.
Push the switch over there!
I'm all about quality here, Silent Brit. Sometimes you just need... Dude, if it's stupid and it works, it's not stupid.
Leon? Leon!
Right here.
58.
You're both safe. Just die. We've got to get out of here. Move it. Go!
Oh, literally finishing the game. Bang on midnight is unbelievable work. You literally could not have timed that better. I spent like 20 minutes talking shit at the start of the stream. I had no intention of finishing bang on the time.
I
That's
saw someone
unbelievable.
do that on TV once.
A New Year's miracle.
Come on. We've got to move out.
Craig coming in with a sub right at the last minute as well. Let's go. And we got an S. Never in doubt, of course. 1 hour 58:56. I am very happy with that. We are 1 minute away, gang, from the start of the new year, and I can't express the gratitude for everybody who stuck around for the year, tuned into all of my streams, and had a fantastic time during the process. Enjoyed the Keeper's Diary fan film. Oh man, imagine what we're going to do in 2025, eh? You know, some people might not necessarily have had a good year, but the best part about this is that year is now over. Whether you had a good year or a bad year, that year is now over. And we can all together have a fantastic 2025. And we have officially, we are 1 minute away. We're probably 30 seconds away now from the Happy New Year. It's been an absolute pleasure, gang. New Resident 2025. It's got to be. And guys, look at that. We have entered a new era in Resident Evil. And a new era in Biohazard Declassified. Happy New Year to everyone. Thank you very much, gang. Absolutely fantastic. Appreciate you all. Bro, what a fucking year. What an absolute fucking year, dude. Man, I can't believe this. I can't believe we're in 2025 already. You'd have told me at the end of 2023 how quick the year was going to go. Holy shit. It would have, yeah, would have absolutely blown us away. Rock Ingersoll, Happy New Year, my friend. I hope you're well. Thank you very much. Matt, oh my god, we was just talking about, you just come in right at the end. We was just talking about Biohazard stories. We're cooking up some awesome shit. I've said we're definitely going to be getting one of the Biohazard stories out in January. Potentially two, depending on what the schedule is like, but I definitely want to get out one. I showed the stream a very brief snippet of some art that was sent to me, which you already know about. And yeah, I'm super excited for that, dude. Super excited. DJ Smithy, thank you very much. Appreciated. We got there, gang. We are officially in 2025. Your predictions, if I may. What? I'm actually going to write a post whilst I'm talking to you. But what is your predictions for Resident Evil in 2025? That's what I want to know. Could kindly list it in the chat. That would certainly be appreciated. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm just going to find Resident Evil logo. I can hear fireworks going off, which is a good sign. Just going to get a cheeky post put up. AVIF, what the fuck? Do 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 do. Code Veronica remake. Holy shit. Been a while since we heard from a Code Veronica remake. Did they announce the Code Veronica remake and then... Oh, it's logged me out. Why the fuck is X logged out? One moment. Do we get a Code Veronica remake announcement and release? It'd be amazing. 2 seconds, gang. I'm just writing a post out. Again, you may have had a good 2024. You may have had an absolutely terrible 2024. But the best part is 2024 is now over. Whether it was good or bad, we now have the opportunity to start from zero once again and all get at it. All get the fucking ball rolling. The train has now officially left the station. We are now in 2025. Ramel, thank you. Appreciate your kind words. Terry, thank you. 25 will kick off good if so. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. We have to get an RE announcement this year. An announcement, a game would be nice, but an announcement minimum. Minimum, we have to get an announcement. Surely. It's so weird having to write 2025 as a date. Okay. Happy New Year from Scotland. Thank you, Battle Sister. I appreciate that. Let's just get winter out of the way. Indeed. Annie Oscar, thank you. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. A classic collection would be amazing. It really would be amazing. Anyway, guys. We've had a brilliant stream. I appreciate everybody spending time with me tonight. Checking out some classic Resident Evil 2. Honestly, we've had a fucking brilliant stream today. And I sincerely appreciate everybody that's followed my content to date. It really means a lot. You've spent time with us throughout the year, checking the content out, not just on this platform, but across the board. Sorry, I've just got to quickly log into Twitter. So I do want to get the raid prepared. Thank you, Deli. Appreciate that. Thank you very much for the gifts. Let's go, girl. I'm hoping to be more active in 2025. Not necessarily from a streaming point of view, but definitely from content creation. That would be very, very good. There's so much more I feel like I can offer. It's that golden thing, the finite resource known as time. Sorry, I'm just typing something in. Getting a cheeky seal of approval at the end. Have an excellent slumber, Andy. You're epic and genuinely thank you for streaming. Oh, thank you, Terry. That's really appreciated. You've been with us a long time now. I appreciate that. Glenn coming in with a cheeky sub right at the end. Let's fucking go, Daddy. Appreciate that, man. I'm actually going to find somebody to forward on. I don't know who's live right now. Who's live? I don't know who's live right now. Hang on. Brad Vickers. The chat. Hang on. Oh, actually, we'll send you to Bulk. I haven't raided Bulk in a while. We'll send you over there. Again, guys, thank you all so much. I'm going to let you celebrate with your families now. If you ever want to hang out, jump back in stream, drop me a message, and let's have an amazing 2025. And I look forward to seeing you all there here at Biohazard Declassified. Thank you all once again. We will see you very, very soon.